Good morning, children. This is the last topic of this chapter, cyber safety. We have gone through with the plagiarism, cyberbullying, phishing, hacking, spamming. Today, I am going to explain you individual right to privacy, software piracy, intellectual property right, and cybercrime. So let us start with the individual right to privacy. Now, when we are talking about the privacy, it means the right to privacy is a right to keep a domain around us, which include all those things that are part of us, such as our body part, home, property, thoughts, feeling, secrets, and identity. The right to privacy gives us the ability to choose what part in this domain can be accessed by others and to control the extent, manner, and timing of the use of those parts we choose to disclose. Right? Now, children, this internet is commonly used for the various purposes. The use of internet can affect the privacy right and the personal data of a person. The right of privacy may be defined as the calm of the individual, group, or institution to determine when, how, and what extent the information about them could be communicated to. Okay, now let's see what are the measures we should take to protect this privacy. Be careful while sharing your personal information. Okay, so if you don't know that person, don't share your personal information. So many websites ask to enter your personal information like your mail ID, your PAN card number, or your OTP sometimes. So don't enter the things to share the things with the unknown person. Okay, now never share your login detail with anyone. That is also important. Now delete the sensitive data when not in use. So many times you store your password or some pics that is very personal in your mobile, and when that mobile get accessed by unknown person, or when your mobile is in someone else's hand, it may chances that the person misuse that data. Okay, so if that data is no more required, delete it or store it in some safe place. Okay, now next, never click on link sent to you by via text or email from the stranger. If you don't know the person, please do not click on that particular link which is sent by the strangers, unknown person. Okay, now install the security software like antivirus. So when you install the antivirus, the your system get protected from the virus programs. Okay, now next we will see the software piracy. That is a different domain. Now piracy is basically, we can define it as a illegal copyright software that does not belong to you in a manner that violate the copyright. For example, suppose the software piracy when you download a copy of Microsoft Word from a file sharing website, okay, without paying for it. So that is one type of software piracy. Fine. So many CDs of the movies or web series you purchase it in a very low cost. How? Because they download it from the site and make a number of copies. Okay, that is pirated one. Now what is soft lifting? This word is used when you purchase a licensed software. So when you purchase a licensed software copy, that is only for the one system. But what you have, if you have used that software in n number of system or the several computer contrary to the licensed term, that is not allowed or not permitted in that licensed term, that is called soft lifting. Okay, now what measures we should take to prevent software piracy? Buy the licensed copy of software. Always when you are going to purchase a software, purchase a licensed one. Okay, Now the second one, purchase the software CD from the reputed seller. Whenever you are going to purchase the CD, please purchase it from the reputed seller shop. Don't purchase it from the roadside seller. Now next, register your software to avoid soft lifting. Once you registered your software, it will ask for the username, it will ask for the key, so that key and that username or that ID only known by you, so nobody else can use it. So register your software to avoid this soft lifting. Okay, now if software is available online, download it directly from the manufacturer's website. If it is available online as a free, fine. So many websites provide us free software which you can easily download. So if that particular website provide their software free on online, so you can download it. Okay, now next we will see intellectual property right. What is this intellectual property right? It is intellectual property rights are the rights given to the personal over the creation of their mind. Okay, they usually give the creator an exclusive right over the use of his or her creation for a certain period of time. Okay, now how to prevent this intellectual property right? Patent your invention. Once you have created, you have to patent. For that you have to contact to the government. For a certain period of time, nobody can use that particular idea. That is, patent your invention. Second thing is copyright your art and publication, and you can register your trademark. So these are the measures you can take to prevent the intellectual property rights. Next, cybercrime. What is cybercrime? Or we can say it is a computer oriented crime. It's a crime that involves a computer and the network. The computer may have been used in the commission of crime. Cybercrime can be divided into three main categories. What are the three main categories? Crime against an individual person, crime against property, crime against an organization or society. So different way these crimes are there. Okay, now what are the measures we should take while using a computer or internet? First thing, minor, that means the children should always surf internet under the supervision of their parents. You all are minor, so whenever you are searching or surfing a net, your parent should be with you. Okay, now parents should decide and suggest the age appropriate website to their children. That is, again, comes in a parent's way also. They should lock the website if they find that is not appropriate for their child. The parent should decide and suggest the age appropriate website to their children. Next, use the strong password. Okay? So the other person or unauthenticated person cannot use your system. Make online purchase from the secure site. I told you how can you find out that this site is secured. It always have a lock sign in a browser window and start with HTTPS. So you can know if these two things are there, that website is a safe website. Okay, now make sure your internet connection is secure. Use a secure VPN connection. Okay, next, be careful what you post. That should not hurt anyone feeling. So be careful whatever you are posting. Be careful who you meet online. If the person is unknown to you, do not disclose your personal information, children. Okay, keep your antivirus program up to date so that the unwanted program or the file or the virus cannot enter in your system and your system will not get corrupted. So these are the measures you can use while using computer and internet. That's all for the day, children. Have a nice day. Now here this chapter is over.